strangely familiar.
Hello, I'm probably riding my bike. Football sadly didn't come home, but I did. I arrived home on election day. We have a new Labour government after 14 years of strong and stable Tory rule. Living in Seoul, home feels so far away, but once I'm back, it just feels like I never left. My hometown just feels the same and so familiar, even though I haven't lived there for over 20 years. Of course, there are some small changes over that time, but mostly big changes in me. It's fun to look back with nostalgia of some memories of growing up in this sheltered bubble in the UK. I didn't bring my bike this time, so I was grateful to borrow my brother's Brompton for a little ride around. I'd gone a few days without riding, which is the longest I've gone for a few years. You don't see loads of people cycling around here. There's some road riders on the weekend, but not many riding around for their daily lives. But I feel like it's the best way to get around the town, especially if you just want to get out for a quick ride in the morning to get some fresh air and take everything in. My hometown Marlow was a nice place to grow up, but there was a reason I left when I was 18. I think there's a lot more for me to do in other places. I left to go to University of Manchester, and soon after that I had a yearning to go and live abroad, somewhere outside of the UK. I didn't really have a set place that I wanted to go. I had quite a broad list, including Ecuador, Spain, but ultimately ended up in Korea. Mostly because I knew nothing about it, and there were some good job opportunities for me. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like if I never left my hometown and still lived here. Maybe I could have had a pretty comfortable life, getting a stable job and maybe trying to buy a house. But I think I might have got bored with that life, staying here. Definitely not looking down on anyone who would do that, because it's the most normal thing to do. But maybe I'm too scared to settle down and tie myself to one place. Coming to these parts of the UK, I'm always amazed at the history and relics of the past. When I lived here, I probably took it for granted and didn't even notice it all around me.
And every little thing kills me, and every little thing that's true makes me wanna laugh about it. Hurts too much to cry without it. I'll go on losing you, strangely familiar.
One thing I love about coming home is the sheer number of dogs and the assortment of different breeds. It's funny to hear the different names that people have for their dogs, and interesting to see how much they look alike with their owners. I enjoy taking in everything, the daily life of England, with watercolour painting and cricket games going on, and the smell of freshly cut grass. A little bit more peaceful than Central Seoul, but maybe less exciting, and not as much good coffee. In fact, no good coffee. But, as I said before, plenty of good dogs. Thank you. Hey. It's okay, nice stick. It's okay. Loads of good boys and girls. I didn't mind them getting in the way. In fact, I kind of liked it. Around this area was where my love of riding bikes was developed, going on adventures with my brother. It felt like we had the world at our feet, with bikes as a tool to take us on our adventures. We thought we were travelling for miles with complete freedom, but our mum probably knew exactly where we were. Even on the Brompton, which isn't made for these kind of paths, I still have the same kind of adventure. Last time I came, I brought my Velo Orange Polyvalent, which was really fun on these footpaths and back roads, which I'm not meant to be cycling on most of them, don't tell anyone. And if I was coming on a longer trip, I'd love to bring one of my other bikes, so I could do some more exciting off-road riding. I've got a couple of fun videos coming up in the UK. One of them is heading down to the New Forest to check out the wood cyclery and riding a Rufus Stone bike. I wish I had that for this ride around my hometown. But you'll see how nice of a bike it is and how great of a bike shop the Woods is. I've also got a video coming up in London as well, basically eating some delicious food and going for a few coffees and showing you some nice parts of London. I hope you've enjoyed something a bit different from my usual rides in Korea, and I hope that next time football comes home. But I'll be home again before that happens. If you want to see more, like and subscribe. See you later.